Here's my personal list of the top 3 AI startup launches that occurred last year. Let's go. Number 3 goes to Origami Agents. The team at Origami Agents is basically building AI agents that weekly scour the internet to look through LinkedIn, Google Maps, and other websites to basically help B2B startups with their sales and, basically processes like lead generation and prospecting. It just navigates the internet just like your sales team would. They were a part of the fall batch of YC, so they obviously launched YC, and that worked out like pretty decently for them. But apart from that, they didn't really launch publicly until recently. And this is because the only channel they used to scale to like $10,000 in monthly recurring revenue in just 1 month was through highly targeted cold emails. And yeah, they just like sent 50 to 70 highly targeted cold emails every day, and that turned out more than enough for them. Again, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. You just need to show up properly in front of your target users and show that you actually have a product that solves their problems. This might sound crazy, but I know founders who actually host like grand launch events thinking it's the Oscars for some like silly B2B SaaS. And I don't know if it works out, maybe it works out for them, but yeah, you will need to launch multiple times and launch now. That's the best thing you can do. I think it really worked out for them because they had a good product that solves a problem. So yeah, huge props to the team Origami Agents for pulling this off. Number 2 goes to Friend.com. Friend.com basically is this wearable device that just listens to every conversation you're having, and eventually it just becomes a friend you can chat with. Obviously, this is a controversial one, and Friend.com basically blew up after this tweet went public. People aren't really happy with what Friend.com was, but it did generate a lot of buzz. I actually still remember looking at that video of Avi presenting his janky prototype of Friend.com. I think it was called Tab back then, back in like 2023. And it's just insane to see the amount of hype and buzz this product created since then. Since it is a consumer tech product, the goal of a successful launch is to basically be everywhere. And everywhere it was. Whether it was Avi spending $1.8 million on a domain, which I actually think is pretty smart, not that stupid. The drama with the open source wearable device, or it literally being everywhere on YouTube and on the news. Basically, pop culture was roaming around Friend.com, which is ultimately what Avi envisioned to create, intentionally or unintentionally. This was genuinely the most successful consumer tech product launched by like an individual hacker. I don't know how the product's gonna turn out, but it was a successful launch. Number 1 goes to the most upvoted product hunt launch this year, or at least last year in 2024. Fascinating because this wasn't something that was launched by a big creator or like a hunter. It was just a bunch of founders building a cool product that they thought the audience really needed. We're talking about Wordware, which was this super simple to use like IDE or like a graphic no code tool that basically helps creators make APIs, make apps with just like a simple user interface. You just can connect multiple APIs, you can connect multiple agents and basically get stuff done. I basically love this launch so much because it shows us that fancy graphics, editing, or big influence doesn't really matter for like a simple launch. All you need is a very good product that people really need. You can see like how like scrappy or how simple everything is. They just like took screenshots from their app and put it on there. And the actual demo video was just like the sleepy founder. Like he talks about how sleepy he is in the video while making this, which is like amazing. And this did end up blowing up a lot. You can see that it has 7,700 upvotes, which is insane. I think it's like the second or third most upvoted product hunt launch ever, which is amazing. And it worked out great for them because they ended up raising $30 million in just like a week. And I genuinely love how the founder frames their product hunt launch. He says that it's not just like a like a launch. It's just like a proof of concept of what's possible when engineering meets like a deep understanding of human behavior. And ultimately that's what matters. Again, at the end of the day, you might have the biggest reach as a creator, you might be the biggest YouTuber, or have insane technology. None of that matters as long as you have a product that people really want to use. That's the ultimate thing that decides everything. So yeah, see you guys later.